Hello, and welcome to the Mostly Good Americans podcast. Today, I am your host, Graham, with my co-host.
Nick, why did you say it all
I
like
don't
that?
know. It's been a long day. I'm sorry. But anyways, we're here with our very special guest.
AyoDylan, Jesus
Hey,
Louise.
welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the podcast, man. So usually we scout people out for the podcast, and we kind of pick. But you actually shot us a message, so it'd be the first time we've had somebody come on that actually DM'd us. So welcome to the podcast, man.
Thank you. DM everyone every day. Every
Yeah.
day, DM everybody.
Yeah, there
It's
you
like-
go. You never know, because if you never DM me, this never would have happened.
Yeah.
So
The networking. So for people who don't know, what is it that you do?
Well, I make music. I make rock music. Rock music.
Rock music. And so when did you start doing that?
Damn, so I've been in bands like my whole life pretty much. I got in my first band when I was 10, and then when SoundCloud everything took off, that kind of took me over the wave because I felt like punk music at the time was like less punk than what rap was doing.
Okay.
Right? So then I kind of did rap. I had a lot of fun with it. But I don't know. I'm just finding myself back to rock music, taking the rap influences with me, It's like rock music, rap antics.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think there's a lot of stuff, especially in the recent years,
Yeah.
where that is a big crossover
Yeah.
of like genres and stuff. What were some of the influences that got you into like wanting to be in bands at such a young age? Like, did you have bands that you were listening to at 10 years old that influenced that kind of music?
Nah, not really. It was kind of like my brother
Okay.
and like the neighborhood friends. They were like, yo, we got to start a band. And we just skateboarded. We didn't know anything about music. And they were like, okay, I'll be the singer. I'll be the drummer. And then I was like, I'll play piano. And they're like, you can't play piano. That's dumb as hell. So then they put me on bass. And I didn't even know what a bass was.
right.
And I was I couldn't afford to buy a bass.
Yeah.
So my brother saved up all his saved up Christmas money, and he bought me the bass because I got really into it. I really wanted to do it.
And what's your brother's
Uh-huh.
name, just so for that's
His name's
okay.
Godsell. He makes metal music, and he's more hardcore than your mom, your dad, your auntie, your grandma, your sister, your brother, your pastor, your pope, your DoorDash driver.
Yeah.
All right, so you had a lot of good influence from your family growing up, or from people around you at least.
Yeah, at least
Yeah,
your
my
older
brother, my neighborhood friends.
And where did you grow up?
I grew up around here.
Mhm.
Yeah, just
West Palm Beach, Jupiter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, West Palm Beach, Royal Palm Beach.
Right, West Palm
Royal?
Beach, Royal Palm
Okay,
Beach.
bet.
Are you a
So
Florida
out
native?
west.
I'm Florida native, all the way.
Okay, man.
All the way. Can't be nowhere else.
How many years did the viewers can know?
I've been here 20 years because that's how long I've been alive.
Oh shit, there we go.
Oh, so
there we
born
go.
and raised, fully Florida.
Florida boy, Florida boy.
All the way.
hmm
All the way every day.
All right, man. All right, that's really cool.
Oh,
Next question, guys.
This guy just
Okay.
brought it out.
you
He
got
just
the
brought it out.
glizzy. The glizzy's on deck. That's how we always have to have them. Anyways.
Are you
um,
jealous? Do you want one?
Are they from Costco?
For the viewers, there's somebody off camera that has a whole bag of
That's
hot
my
dogs.
that's my glizzy guy.
Oh, shit.
Let me get the back, because I don't want to put it over the computer.
Right on.
we can't have bread getting into the fans, man.
So you're saying my childhood?
Yeah.
So when you were growing up, what was the biggest struggle you had as far as, let's say, pushing your music? Because nobody starts off from. There's a lot of people that make bands. There's a lot of people that make music, but there's not a lot of people that are consistent with it. So, what led you to kind of be like, I'm gonna that's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna pursue this as my life path, or this is the career that I want. How old were you when that kind of clicked in your head, or was it just like always something that you were interested in?
From the very start, I wanted to do it. Right?
Right.
So I picked up the bass, and people said like, "Oh my God, you're so good, you're so good," and that was like the first time in my life that like I was actually good at something.
Right.
So I was like, dude, I gotta double down on this. And then I felt like I couldn't get as creative I wanted on bass, so I decided to start singing.
Right. And how old were you when you started singing?
Damn, I mean, I was in bands, like from when I was 11 on, and I started taking it serious maybe like 2021,
Right.
2020.
I can tell that you want the separation from like rapper to rocker, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When people perceive you, you want to be perceived as a rock star.
Yeah, we rock artists.
Right. And then, just for the listeners, he actually, when he does performances, he's a live band that performs with him. We're going to have all the links in the description so you guys can kind of check out all that stuff. So, in 2021, that's when things kind of got serious for you.
Yeah, that's when I got the name AyoDylan.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
got
what
it
about
from my
before AyoDylan? Was there a name before AyoDylan?
before AyoDylan. I was in a band called Seismic Dave,
Seismic Dave.
and we made funk music.
Funk music, okay.
Yep.
And how long were you doing that for?
I did that for like 2 years, maybe.
So now, we got another object coming into the podcast here. We're gonna take a pause.
Another blizzard. A fresh one.
A fresh one.
Okay. I can't get over this. So where did the name AyoDylan come from? Like, how did you come up with that? Did someone else give you that? Where'd that come from?
I mean, people have been yelling AyoDylan me my whole life, you know. But I was hanging out with this girl, and I was just like fucking around trying to get her to make a producer tag, and she said, AyoDylan, what the fuck? I was like, that's the hardest thing ever. That's the hardest thing in the damn world.
And then you made it your name.
Before that, I was gonna be Baby Bear,
Baby Bear.
right? And then I was also thinking about, it was pretty much just Baby Bear. It was either Baby
Right.
Bear or AyoDylan.
So, where would you say most of your traction has come from in the past 4 years? You're more so like the rock stuff you've been doing, or the rap stuff? Because I know that you've had a couple of songs that have done, pretty well on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, I full send everything, right? So like, I did songs with some like notable people. I did some like tours, some shows with some notable people.
Anybody you want to name? Anybody you want to talk about?
I mean, like Spot 'em Got 'em, Smoke Perp, Danny Towers. We did some shows with Lil Darky, Spider Gang.
Spider Gang, man. All right, what was that like?
Yeah. Oh, Xavier Wolf. But yeah, you full send everything. So when I was doing rap, I got a lot of traction from rap. Now I'm doing rock, starting to get traction from rock. The algorithm's still adjusting. I finally got the City Morgue, and then
Right.
eventually.
Yeah, I've seen
We'll
your
be fully
reels
over.
pop up in my IG feed and stuff like that. So I've definitely heard of you before, and I know that you rock GHE. GHE is a streetwear brand. I go check them out as well.
I was
Check
like,
them out
we've
over
had
here.
Sam, who is the owner of GHE, on the podcast. Go check out that episode as well.
Oh,
Sam's amazing.
Yeah, biggest shout out, Sam. How did you get? Oh, hell yeah!
They can't see the logo, right?
There we go. Now we have.
we got to get two.
Yeah. So how did you get tapped in with Sam? What made you want to start rocking the brand? Because you're fully GHE'd out right
Yeah,
now.
you're GHE'd out, man.
He DM'd me to do a shoot for him, and then I did it. Did that shit
Now you're here. You're
Now I'm
GHE,
here.
born and bred.
right here. HYS Studios with GHE and this little baby cat.
Do you think that you have the look of a rock star? Do you feel like you embody like rock star characteristics personally?
I feel like to be a rock star is just, to be you. As long as you don't look like you work at Best Buy, you straight.
What's wrong with working at Best Buy?
You work at Best Buy?
I don't.
You work at Best Buy?
No.
But what's wrong with Best Buy?
Did I offend anyone in here who work at Best Buy?
Dude, all Best Buy workers comment L's in the chat right now. But
Damn. AyoDylan got beef with Best Buy.
AyoDylan got
You've
beef
heard
with
it
Best
here
Buy.
on Mostly Good Americans.
I'm gonna put that in the title: Best Buy beef ? So this actually leads me to another question that I love to ask people. If you weren't a rock star, if you weren't into music, where do you think your life path would be? What would you be doing as a regular person if you weren't doing music and stuff?
As a regular person, if I wasn't doing music,
Yeah, man. What would your if you could have any dream, any job, anything? What would you live your life as without the music?
I don't think I'd be doing anything. I think if I wasn't doing music, I'd be running my studio. And if I wasn't running my studio, I'd be managing an artist. And if I wasn't managing an artist, I'd be planning tours.
No music stuff. None of that stuff.
No music,
Nothing.
then I'd be doing stand-up comedy because it's the next best thing.
Okay, you think you're funny?
No, I'd get funny, though.
Can you tell a joke?
I would get funny.
I'd get
I would
funny.
get
That
funny.
was funny.
That was good. That was good. That was good. Okay. So, I think another thing that I'm curious about is your ethnicity. I'd like to, I'm Afro-Latino. I'm black, white, and Spanish. What is your ethnicity?
So I am Cuban, Mexican, and Irish.
That's a mix right there, man.
Right.
That's we gotta
Yo.
we gotta
Shout out Ireland.
Shout out to it. Yeah, but I don't speak Spanish. I don't speak Mexican, and I don't speak Irish.
I don't speak Mexican.
I was about to say that, but
We're gonna have to check that one, Twinner. But so, do you feel like that plays a role into the music that you make, or it's not something you really think about?
I'm gonna be honest. It plays no role at all. And when people ask me my race, a lot of the times I'll say white. Especially because I don't speak Spanish. And then also I like to piss people off with the whole dread thing. Right? So I think white people should be able to have dreads. I think you know, it's just kind of like do whatever you want. The Nordics had dreads. People get so on it, right? So they're so like so up in arms about it. I'm just like, yeah, I'm white all the way. What's up? You know?
But in a way, you know, even though it's not like a big deal, like you're still doing it as like an antithesis too. Or do you really want dreads?
I love dreads.
Okay.
I don't think I got my hair any other way. The day I got dreads is the day I felt special. When I walk through the mall, people stare at me. Before that, I felt invisible.
And you like that kind of attention.
If I didn't get these dirty looks, I would not feel seen.
And do you feel like that also, like wanting to be looked at in this way, plays into the music you're making now? Because you were doing the rap stuff for a little minute, you know what I mean? And I like the switch up. I think it's good to change what you're doing as an artist. So did you have dreads when you were making the rap stuff too?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I love having my dreads. I fuck with everything about it. I fuck with the spirituality behind it. I fuck with the culture. I fuck with everything around it.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Do you have anything you want to ask, man?
So, like, I feel like when you said, like, dirty looks are, like, makes you feel seen, do you feel like any attention is good attention? Like, that's kind of like a business model?
No.
No?
If you're a pedophile,
Oh.
do not get seen, right? If you're a racist, don't get seen, right?
But if you're holding glizzies on a podcast, you get seen.
I'll be doing this regardless.
Why?
I like hot dogs and I have bad health.
Do you think that it's funny?
So eat a hot dog on podcast?
Yeah.
I think it's comedic a little bit.
You have several, for viewers who don't know, we have a section of the store back here. There is a man that has a box full of hot dogs. We were wondering what the box was because it was just covered up with a blanket. So it's good to finally have the mystery revealed. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to lie. I went to Costco. I had to wait at Costco for an hour today while I got my tires rotated. And I saw the hot dog deal. And I was like, no, I'm not going to eat that.
And now look at you eating
and
a
then
fucking
and then
Costco
I
hot
still
dog.
got to eat a Costco hot dog today. So I would really just like to say the universe is a beautiful place and that, you know, everything was meant to happen as it does.
We got more coming in. So,
I think
oh
we
no,
fi-
there's no more.
I think we finally
finally reached the
we've
end.
hit the apex of the hot dogs.
That's what you think.
That's
Oh, that's what.
the arc.
There's more. There's
Is
more.
the arc
coming in.
complete? We won't know until the next episode.
Guess we'll never know.
AyoDylan, hot dog lover, music connoisseur, underground underdog. Where do you feel like you fit into the scene? Because you said you felt invisible until you got your dreads, but I also feel like that probably extended into other areas in your life. You felt like you were invisible to society. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I definitely didn't feel like the main character, you know? But I definitely feel like the main character now. I've surrounded myself and made my life, the way I want it to be. I'm surrounded by people who I fuck with, if not love. And, yeah,
besides the hot dogs, are you sober?
Yeah, I don't do drugs or alcohol.
Right. Yeah, so I want to talk about that. Are you straight edge?
No, I think that's the dumbest term I've ever heard in my entire life.
Okay, we're offending the straight edge community and the Best Buy community.
Oh, my fault. No.
Yeah,
No.
those guys will
No,
kill
no,
you,
no,
bro.
no,
They'll
no,
track
no,
you
no,
down.
No, stop.
It's unedited, bro. It's unedited.
Stop. I
I take it back.
It's just because I was like straight edge when I was younger.
Okay, see, well, let's
So
talk about
I find
that.
it to be childish. But no, you big motherfuckers with your bald heads, you guys are so cool and so straight. You guys are lit.
And so edge.
So now we have to talk about this. You were straight edge when you were younger.
I feel like everyone's straight edge when they're like 9.
Well, I would hope so.
I would
yeah.
hope so, but what are you talking about, like teenage years, or you were just never on anything?
Yeah, never did drugs, alcohol, any of that.
Yeah. You feel like you had good influences? Like, you never felt like you were drawn?
Nah,
to
everyone was
that?
doing it around me.
Really?
Everyone was
Parents?
peer pressuring me, but I just didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you guys a question?
What's up?
Sure.
Actually, I don't want to ask the question, but we already planned it out, so fucking. You guys like ass or boobs?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I think that both are great. All of God's creations are equal to me.
And you?
You know, as a younger man, I definitely would have said ass. But, like, as I get older, I understand the prevalence of the cleavage, you know?
I'm a boobs guy,
Yeah, same.
and
At this point.
Is the glizzies and the boob question, are they like, is there some like hidden
No.
meaning behind?
I will tell you why I'm a boobs guy. I'm gonna tell you why I'm a boobs
I
guy.
want to hear this.
It's because the boobs in Miami are great. Pretty sure the ones in Chicago are fake, but the boobs in LA keep me going a fucking day, all day. I can't seem to leave the city, catching thrills and getting girls. I'm feeling shitty. Hopefully I make it out alive, but the boobs in LA keep a hold on my life.
Excellent.
Yeah, so I'm a boobs guy for sure.
Yeah.
AyoDylan, everybody. All right. On that note, do you do a lot of musical breaks? That was like an episode of Seinfeld, right?
My whole life is like Phineas and Ferb.
Right.
Yeah.
One per episode.
In
And a
the
couple
lab.
Where's Perry's, if you know what I mean.
Right. Right.
There's
Maybe you
where's
could be a
the-
stand-up
where's,
comedian.
Where's the glizzy? That's instead of where's Perry, where's the glizzy?
Where's the glizzy? Yeah.
Where's the glizzy? I normally do chicken. I like chicken a lot.
Bro, you know, speaking of Costco, I went to Costco. You can get a rotisserie chicken for $4.
You can buy a
Is
house
that
from
not-
Costco, man.
That's
You
crazy.
can buy anything from there, dude. You can buy anything.
Do I hear a chicken?
Was there a chicken? If there's a chicken in the box, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
That would be like animal abuse if you just had a chicken in
Under the
box, like,
blanket
under the
for a while,
blanket,
if you
bro.
can give it a little bit of ketamine, you were like,
Can I
calm
tell you that I rented a chicken for the day?
When? Today?
No, so I rented a chicken for a video,
down. Oh, did you really?
and we were gonna make him into a rapper, right? We were gonna give him a chain, record him a song, bring him to the studio, and all that shit, right? So we get the chicken. It's not cooperating at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Imagine.
Artists.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we try to bring the chicken back, and you can't return the chicken.
You can't.
No, you can't. You can't return the chicken at all.
It wasn't a renting.
So,
it was.
we just bought the
buying.
chicken.
You bought the chicken. How much was the chicken?
Did you
though?
cook it?
$15.
It was $15 for a whole chicken.
15. 1.5.
It's not bad.
Yep.
That's-
So we just put it on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Let it go.
Just how to let it out. Speaking
Was
of
it-
letting it out, we're going to
Okay.
go into the next segment of our podcast here, delve deeper into the mind of AyoDylan. We're going to figure out why he does what he does. See you in a second.
All right, guys. Welcome back to the Mostly Good Americans podcast featuring our special guest.
AyoDylan.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So when we left off,
We were getting into some shenanigans, but I think we're back on track now.
I'd like to apologize to the viewers and the Best Buy employees and everything.
yeah. But you're hardcore repping Costco right now.
Hardcore. You got the card in your hand.
Yeah, card in the hat.
my
Gold.
credit card.
I was like, that's an executive member card. I would
Thank
just
you.
like everybody to know. That's
He's not playing around with the Costco shit. He's not. He's not. So I kind of wanted to delve more into the rap side of things. We talked a lot about how you're doing a lot of the rock stuff now. You know, you toured. You have your own. You know, you have your own.
I like that
band
you
behind
brought up
you.
tour because I'm actually going on tour in March with this band called Sleeping In, which is his band. So the two of us are going on tour in Texas. It's a Texas takeover in March. I just want to shout that out.
All right. Is there a flyer for it that we can
So-
put in the description?
There will be.
All right, guys, check the description of the video, and hopefully you guys can catch these two doing some fun live stuff.
All right, but let's introduce our new special guest.
What's up? I'm Jeremy. I play guitar and do lead vocals in Sleeping In. Yeah.
All right, welcome, man. Welcome. So how did you guys get acquainted?
So I was in a band prior to this, and his brother actually went to the show. I think you were busy doing some like school bullshit, and like I think I ended up meeting you briefly that day, like very brief. But then COVID happened, and then a year later,
COVID.
I got my current band together, like just my drummer and I. That's how it started. and we wanted to do an open mic night just to see how well we could like play together.
Right.
We're like, ah, shit, but we need a bass player. So I hit up his brother originally. And he was
Right.
like, nah, but I think my brother can do it. And still,
My brother is strictly no covers. If you do a cover, he'll slap you.
yeah, literally.
Right? You gotta make your own music.
And
I didn't share that same moral though, so we went down to Johnny Q's, one of those little country.
Oh
boys
my
in the
God,
world.
Johnny
God,
Q's.
Johnny
No, 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 no.
And here's the funny
Take
part.
those all records off the shelf.
Yeah, and it was so
That's
funny
crazy.
because like we did like 3 covers, and then the guy was like, "Oh, you guys did so well. How about you do another?" And we're like, "Another." And then we butchered "Come Together." I hope no footage of that shit exists.
So you guys have been doing it.
That's
for
the last
a
cover I
little
ever did in my life.
bit. No more.
more.
No more covers.
No more covers.
Well, actually, I did one of Walk to Poland, but that was like a remix.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm doing one of the Ice Spice song. Think you the shit, bitch. You're not even a fart.
But, yeah.
Okay, that's like a parody. That's kind of funny though. That's like funny
Yeah,
stuff.
that's like a remix. I wouldn't call
Yeah,
it a
I'll call
cover.
it like a remix.
It's funny because then I think I was like, "Oh, that was very last minute," and like since you got me last minute, I got you. And I kid you not, like the following Wednesday, homie hits me up. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna go do this thing in Miami. I need a guitar player." And I was like, "I'm free, so bad."
Yeah, we were in the studio recording with my late friend Trapstar.
Yeah, we was-
And I needed someone to play guitar last minute. Called
Right.
him up. He said, okay. I barely knew this guy. He had a buzz cut. Oh, he has a buzz cut now, actually.
You had a little afro back when I knew you.
Yeah,
too,
true.
Yeah.
I'm lazy, so like.
That session was one of the most beautiful sessions of my life. I feel like that was like a very pivotal moment in my life.
And like I can
That session was
agree
beautiful.
because I think like this little crew that we had too like also like formed like that day, and it was just like damn without that homie like we don't happen like
Yeah.
none of us do like.
Yeah, the universe always brings people together that need to be together.
You've
So
had
fucking
personal
crazy.
signs, you feel like, from the universe that this is, what you're supposed to do.
Personal signs?
Yeah. Like, are you, like, I guess a better question would be, are you spiritual or religious?
I got a crazy story.
Okay.
I almost quit music only one time. Only one time, right? So I got my fans out there, the few and the proud, you know what I'm saying? But it's really not like anything like crazy, right? So I'm sitting there, I'm pretty bummed out. I'm not feeling it. I'm like, damn. I think I should put this music shit down and just like focus on something else. For a very brief moment. And then I'm at a red light and someone's staring at me. I'm like, what the fuck? Staring problem. So I roll down my window. I'm like, yo. And he's like, yo, you're AyoDylan. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, hey, I fuck with the music. Keep that shit up. And then rolled up the window and kept driving. And I was like, all right.
Yeah, Dom off camera was like, "Yo, that's so real."
Yeah. So that was. I feel like that was like God telling me like,
I feel that.
just keep going, man. Because he was speaking, but I feel like those words came from somewhere else.
I've definitely had a moment like that too.
Yeah.
Like, with sleeping in, cause COVID happened, so my last band just kind of like poof, and then started jamming with my drummer a little bit. The first time we jammed, his friend was there unexpectedly, but then the second time we jammed, kid you not, Sleeping In's like first 3 songs, all the instrumentals got like written that day, and then 24 hours later, wrote lyrics to one of them. After that, wrote lyrics to another, and then after that, lyrics to another. So like that was one of those times. where
Did
I
you
was
guys connect over like those kind of core experiences, and that's that why you guys are kind of like good friends now, Or was it just kind of like you guys just kept linking and now?
I think it was the
Yeah, we just kept linking up.
consistency. It's just
Yeah.
like, all right. To
Beneficial to each other's creative process.
Yeah.
some extent.
Were you so you said you were in the studio with Trapstar, and then what time was that?
That was like
Yeah, that was like 2021. But
Like-
let's move on. Let's move on from that and
Well,
the
let's-
relationship between us.
Yeah, let's talk about the tour that you guys mentioned in March, this Texas takeover. What's that looking like? What's kind of the dynamic there?
So, do you mind?
Oh.
All right. So I went on tour. I wanted to go on tour my whole life, right? I did a bunch of like little bullshit tours, and then Spider Gang just took me on tour, and then I realized like, damn, this shit's really, really possible, right? You just gotta make it happen.
Right.
So after doing that, we came back. I hit up Jeremy and his band, and then we decided to start planning this tour out. And then now it's looking like it's gonna be a thing, and we're not gonna stop.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because basically that's been the energy how I was coming into like this year too, of just like, all right, realistically speaking, all you gotta do is make it happen. So it was like, okay, then why can't we?
How many shows are on the lineup?
It's just 3. It's not a tour. It's a takeover.
Okay, take
Yeah.
over. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a nice little practice run, and then
What cities is it gonna be in Texas?
so we're doing one in Jacksonville because we need the money,
Gotcha.
That's down here, yeah.
and
Okay.
then Houston, Dallas.
Houston and Dallas.
Those are two
Okay,
good
dope.
places to
Yeah,
pop
no,
in.
that's sick.
And oh my god, dude, the waiting game is probably the most gruesome part of like the whole planning. We've just been like waiting and waiting for responses, but then like we started getting them. It was like cool. So
Do you like tour life?
I love tour life. I hate planning tour life.
Right.
And I wanna spit some game. I call it the sauce, and I normally gatekeep sauce.
Okay.
Right? So look, and no, this isn't specific. I don't give out specifics, right? But so I don't like planning tours because you look at bigger artists and they don't plan tours,
no,
right? They don't plan tours at all. I look at, and this is no disrespect to anyone out here doing it. It's a phase you have to go through. I look at local bands who work so hard and they rehearse and they get their set list together and they book a show and they work every single day of the week to throw local shows and they work hard and they're putting so much effort into it. But I look at them and I say they're stuck, right? They're stuck doing their thing, right? So I feel like I'm above that. However, I was watching Lil Dicky's show, Dave,
Yeah.
and it got me thinking. I was like, damn, people at his level look at me
Like you're like an
and
idiot.
say I'm stuck,
Yeah.
right? So you always got to remember that there's another level, right? So this tour planning shit is for right now, but it's not my passion. I don't think it's Jeremy's passion.
no.
We just acknowledge that, like, if we didn't plan our own tour, we're probably not getting on a tour.
Exactly.
So it's just like, I love tour life. I love touring. I do not like planning tours.
Right.
It's definitely one of those things. Like he said, like we're not gonna get a tour if we don't like plan ours. So it's just like, all right, I think this is like the best way to get the ball rolling. You know, kind of just whatever you can do.
Would you guys say that you're like independent artists? Like if a major label came to sign you,
Easily.
you would sign the deal?
Like separately, like we're separate artists.
Yeah, well, just in general, like both of you.
Yeah,
like
like
you
if a
can
label
answer
came-
independently,
Yeah, where do I
but
sign? Where do I sign?
yeah,
It has to be
so
the right amount of money, though.
yeah, so Interscope comes to you and they're like, "We want you." You're like, "All
I
right."
prefer like a Hopeless Records or a more independent label.
Okay,
Or
gotcha.
like a network. Or,
I don't mind. It's just as long as we can, as long as my band can do. If you're gonna help us do what we like to do,
Right.
that's it. In other words, don't be puppeteering.
Yeah.
You can push us along certain ways, like suggest, but like don't sit there and be like, here's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, so you're in it for the business of it, not like just the money.
Right. We still want to like totally play shows, make music like when we want, and like I understand there's that whole thing of like, oh yeah, you guys like. You need to drop something like around this
Right,
time.
right.
And it's good to have that reminder.
Yeah.
Well, speaking
people-
about dropping stuff, what's some stuff that's on the horizon right now? Because you got the tour, so you got to have some new music lined up, ready to pop out, new videos, new content.
I do.
I do. Yeah. So let's talk about that, man.
I do. We got a lot of cool music videos, right? So on my music videos, my first one, WWE theme. We rented a WWE ring. We got
That's so
CCW.
Is this
pro
video
wrestlers.
out right now? This video
It
is
is out right now.
Okay.
It's called Stay the Night. We got CCW pro wrestlers in there.
Yeah, link will be in the description.
So, and then my latest video was based on Jones Barbecue Foot Massage.
Barbecue
We
and
did
foot
an entire
massage.
music video based around
Right.
it, right? So
Bruh.
if you look at what like the parallel, and then I did one for Halloween. It was a little thing. We rented a Corvette. It was fun, but everything is cheap entertainment,
Right.
right? Cheap entertainment. A commercial, like come on down. And so when that comes to my mind, I think, oh, Better Call Saul.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's the king of those commercials. And that's all I'm gonna say about the next music video.
So you're directing all these videos. So this is from your, like, you're telling people where to be, what to wear, so on and so forth.
So I call up A-Flux Studios at like 3 in the morning, and I give him an idea,
Right.
and then we collaboratively make it happen. Right? You know, so it's just like anything. It's a collaborative effort. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys both seem like you're very open to that, which is hard to find, especially I feel like in this area, like Florida is somewhat. I don't want to step on anyone's toes, but I feel like Florida is somewhat
People are very gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Back from a break here. Sorry, we had to replace the SD card.
Yeah, little technical difficulty. But when we were leaving off, we were talking a little bit about collaboration and how sometimes it's kind of difficult in the South Florida scene. And I wanted to kind of bring up something that you touched on when we were off camera, but you're opening up a space for collaboration. Do you want to speak about that?
Yeah, so it's like a 1,200 square foot recording studio. We got a live room so we can record full bands, right, all in the same time, drums, everything. We got a decently sized booth, control room, 2 offices, and a media room, and a nice little lobby where we can play some Fortnite, right?
Right, the Fortnite Live. You can't forget about that.
Yeah. So it's been a year in the making because we got all sorts of weird permits from the city. The
Right.
city didn't even have a mayor when we bought the building. There was no mayor, right?
There wasn't.
No, there was no mayor. We actually almost thought about appointing one of our friends who's an asset to the community. We were gonna kind of back his campaign because he would have just won,
Right.
you know, opened our studios. Pretty much just whoever wants to, but he decided it was too busy. But
Be
yeah,
the mayor.
Be the mayor.
to be the mayor, just to
Be
sign
a
up on
busy
permits.
job.
We have the mayor on payroll.
And then does it have a name? I'm sorry, or are you guys still?
It's Ayo Entertainment Media.
Ayo Entertainment Media.
Yep.
Okay. So do you do engineering for artists and stuff like that, or you're just gonna be overseeing? the
I'm like a
whole-
broker. I just connect people.
Right. So you're just gonna be doing like a lot of the networking and all that fun stuff.
I just
That's really cool.
arrange collaborations.
Mhm. So, what led you to want to do this, man? Because that's pretty interesting, and it's not an easy thing to do. To set up a building in a space and pull permits and put people together like that. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I can't lie. It's a lot of work, and I got to credit a lot of it to my brother. He's been the one actually building the shit. But yeah, what made me want to do it is I want to do music for the rest of my life, right? So I want every single aspect to be based around music. And with being an artist, a lot of people can trip over dollars to pick up pennies,
Right.
right? So it's not about quick money when you're an artist. So I just wanted something that I could grow the community with. I could be an asset to the community with. I can make steady income and just do something that I love.
Right. That's really interesting, man. That's really interesting. All right, dude. So, tour, new music, new videos. This is all the now. But something we always ask people is, where do you see yourself 5 years from now, man?
5 years, I see myself still an artist.
Right.
I'll probably be headlining my tours.
Mhm.
I'll probably have the studio running. And hopefully I'll be signed to a label if they can give me a good deal, and if they don't, I'll stay independent.
You said Hopeless is a record you'd like to.
Hopeless is a record label I would like to get signed to, but I'm open to network or any of the other ones.
That's cool, man. So you gotta keep yourself open, man. That's great.
All money is green, man.
All money is green, yeah. Some of it has blue strips on it, you know.
Yeah,
That's the ones that we like.
Blue money. Blue
That's the
money.
ones that we
the blue
like.
money. All right, very silly question. Just spinning off that. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color?
Yeah.
Teal.
Teal. Why is that? Dolphins fan?
Central C.
Central C. Oh shit. Okay. What are some artists that you fuck with in the scene right now, or some of your influences currently?
I can't say my influences.
Oh, you can't gatekeep your influences. Oh my
I
goodness.
can't say my influences.
Well, just artists that you fuck with, like coming up.
Up and comers?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
just
man.
people that you've been listening to.
I gotta say, Audio Crisis.
Okay. I
Okay.
fuck with Audio Crisis.
Audio
I've actually heard
Crisis,
some of
they're
their
cool
songs.
band.
They're amazing. I gotta say, MK Ultra from Spider Gang.
Okay.
I gotta say, probably Flacco from Spider Gang. Lil J Man.
Shout out Jit.
You know, all great Florida artists. Shout out Pop Tropica Sluts. You guys know them?
I think I've heard of them.
I have
haven't-
not heard
I
of
haven't
this
listened to it,
person.
but I've heard of that.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
love to hear that.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. So, is there anything else you'd like to touch on today, my
Yeah,
friend?
any shout outs, anything that you want to announce?
Shout out to my mom.
That's a good shout out.
Big shout outs. Big shout outs to all the moms
Shouts
out
out
there.
to moms, all the moms out there. Hit us up.
Put that shit on, bro.
that shit right there, man. All right, man.
Are we just about done here?
Think so.
I'm gonna shake both your hands at the same time. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank
Great
you,
to
bro.
see
Thank
you.
you guys so
Yeah.
much for watching. And if you skip through just to this point, it's fine. I forgive you. It's whatever.
AyoDylan. This is the Mostly Good Americans podcast. My name is Nick, aka Azer Wind.
I'm Graham, aka Graham the Word.
And I'm Ayo motherfucking Dylan.
And this has been Mostly Good Americans.
We'll catch you guys in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in.